1 million seabirds die annually from the consumption of plastic and other waste materials. If we work together to reduce our waste footprint, we will not only benefit ourselves, but our future generations. As an example, I carry around 4 metal straws with me wherever I go so that I don't have to use the plastic ones. If consumers would slow down their consumption of plastic and other non-biodegradable materials, they will not only produce a safer environment, but will save their wealth as well. Today, I'm going to refute the idea that plastic and other non-biodegradable materials are essential in production. We are starting with our planet and how we as consumers are causing serious damage. Our use of plastic and other materials are causing wildlife to disappear. On the website Persuasive.net article about marine litter, they say carbon emissions are affecting the coral reefs. The largest coral reef is the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. The oceans are absorbing the carbon dioxide and making the waters become acidic. There is literally acid in the water that is stripping away a creature that is made up to be like a rock. The acid is removing the outer skeleton of coral reefs. To me, I just don't fathom how that could even be possible, but because of our continuous production and casual throwaway of these objects, these creatures and other natural places are being affected. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, or the IOCN, marine plastic pollution has affected at least 267 species of different animals. This is coming from things like turtles to oysters, lobsters, you can name it. Any type of creature that is in the water or depends on that type of ecosystem is being affected by our pollution. Most disturbingly, by ingestion, suffocation, and entanglement. Floating plastic is often mistaken by these animals for food, and once eaten, they will slowly die as their stomach is filled with debris. This comes from the article Death by Plastic Waste author Ismail M. in 2018. General consumers can think that throwing away your plastic is not that big a deal until it ends up in the stomach of a gentle creature. These are creatures like bottlenose dolphins, beluga whales. If you really want to get technical, you can go all the way to Arctic to the penguins, which is one of the most beloved creatures, at least among my friends. We learn in the web article, Let's Make a Plastic Pact, that these animals play a huge pact in the environment because their droppings fertilize phytoplankton. And what phytoplankton do is they in turn create oxygen, which supports fish stocks and combats climate change. So without these creatures fertilizing the phytoplankton, we wouldn't be able to go fishing, we wouldn't be able to bring back food to the people that need it, or to use the fish for the medicines that we so desperately need. This is only scratching the surface of the problem with pollution, as it also affects our wallets. We spend excess money on non-renewable resources, and big companies want us to believe that this is a norm. So companies like Coca-Cola, for example, they produce millions of drinks a year, and we all know it. You can go to your grocery store, you can go to Walmart or any gas station, and you'll be able to find their products lined up on the shelves. But what you don't see is a way to get rid of those products once we're done with them. On EPA government's article, Plastics Material Specific Data, in 2017, 3 million tons of plastic were recycled. Normal consumers think that this is a huge number, but in reality, it was only 8.4 recycle rate. 8.4 is not a lot. Actually, the consumption amount for that year was estimated at just over 35 tons of plastic. So just plastic alone, 35 tons, 3 years ago. You can only imagine how that would affect us now. And plasticoceans.org, they explain the process of bottling water. It takes 6 times as much water per bottle. That means only 1 bottle of water could equate to just over a gallon to make it. We will now conclude what we know thus far with excessive consumption. Our planet is slowly becoming a cesspool of trash and other material, and it is killing our animals and suffocating the environments. You can't go anywhere without seeing trash on the side of the road. You can't take your family up river canoeing because there is jugs and old tires and other things, even whole vehicles submerged in the water. That to me is a wake-up call. I think that we need more things in our local communities to be able to deal with this problem. Here in Abilene, from what I know, we don't even have a way to recycle plastic or paper or glass. The only thing that you can do is drive about 25-30 minutes out of town with metal material, and it's a start, but it's definitely not enough. It's not enough to have just one type of material for a town with 100,000 people and growing. And right now, with everyone staying at home, I can only imagine that the trash is piling up at home, and it's got to go somewhere, and it's definitely not going to a recycling facility because we don't have one here. Big companies advertise these products as cheap, so it's easy to ignore just how much money we waste what we could be reusing the very products that they send out. We can fight to cut the use of plastic and other damaging materials to our overall well-being, or we can continue to be suffocated by media lies like a seagull trapped in an O-ring on a 6-pack of beer. Thank you.